we are situated right on the NH766 highway. This is the Mysore Road highway, and this is the main entrance to the college. Campus has a screen entrance where even the organic plantations are still being retained. The nearest railway station is Karkola railway station, which is approximately 1 kilometer away from the college campus. So once we enter the campus, as you can see, both on left and right, we have the organic plantations still being retained. This gives us the feeling of being inside a campus which is very much different than any other campus that we see around. It also, the trustees are all from the rural background and they support the environment friendly plantations that we opt for. This has been retained because of the roots that our trustees come from. They have that interest of retaining or keeping the environment friendly with the entire campus. So once we enter the campus, apart on the left side, we have the parking lot for two-wheelers. But again, the campus is a little different. Our college, we don't encourage students to come in their own two-wheelers. We have bus facilities for all the students. We restrict them mainly because of the reason that we are situated on the national highway and we don't want any casualties or any untoward incidents to occur. So we provide bus facilities to the students. For staffs and visitors who visit us, we have this parking facility to the left for two-wheelers. And apart from that, we also have, at the starting, we have a small guest house to accommodate the guests who come down to our campuses. So once we pass through the entrance pathway, at the end of the pathway, to the left, we have the college building. And also, we have a huge ground to accommodate the sports interest of all the students. So we have a cricket ground which has been given to KSCA. The KSCL divisional matches will also take place in this particular cricket ground. Also, along with the cricket ground, we also have a basketball court adjoining to the cricket ground. And next to that is the place where the college buses are being parked. We have close to 23 college buses running to pick students from various regions, not only from Mysore, since we are situated close to Mysore. All pickup points in Mysore are completed. Apart from that, we also have pickup from distant places like T. Narsipura, even Malvalli, KR-Pete, Mandya, Gundlupete, Chamarajnagara. So students from in and across districts of Mysore also come to our campus. So we also have at the other end, the far end of the ground, we have the football pitch, which is designed for sevens, playing seven. And then we also have a small volleyball court and a throwball court as well. To the right, the campus or the main building of our college or the institution. So this institution is again housing all the engineering branches and two PG courses that we have. The initial building that you see, it houses the civil and mechanical department laboratories. Next to that is the car parking lot for the faculties. And the far end of the ground, it also has the facility of housing the civil and mechanical labs. So we'll go through the inside of the campus next. This is the lab that I was speaking of. We also have the concrete lab of civil department, the BMT lab, which will be shared by both mechanical and civil department, and also the foundry and forging lab of mechanical department is housed in this particular building. So once we pass the car parking lot that we were speaking of, the car parking is for the staffs of the college, as well as for HODs, we have a separate two-wheeler parking slot so that the number of staff who come by two-wheeler, they don't mess up with the parking at the designated parking area. So this is the pathway to the rear of the building. Also, this particular pathway will lead us to a couple of tea centers or a chat center that I would like to say, not tea centers. And these chat centers will help students to quench their thirst as well as their hunger for small snacks in between breaks. We have the two shops. One of them is being opened very recently. You get plenty of snacks here, even including the Maggie, chats. You also have cold drinks available, juices, tea, coffee, and stuff. So this is the main college building that you have. The approach, again, it has two approaches. One through the ground, the other one is through the parking lot that we just showed. So this, again, why does Maharaja Institute of Technology, why is the name Maharaja? The trustees, when they came together to start the institution, they wanted to open it up in Mysore. We have a sister institute in Belwadi, which comes in between the Mandya district and Mysore district. So opening up in Mysore, they wanted to keep it like the royal city, they wanted to keep a royal name to it. So hence the name Maharaja came in. So Maharaja Institute of Technology, Thandavapura. This is the second sister institute opened. The trust is the Maharaja Education Trust, which is run by trustees who all are academicians and overall PhD holders. And they have occupied designations and places at different AICTE, UGC bodies. So this is the main entrance. Entrance to the main building. This again, we have three floors. The ground floor and the other three floors at the top. Each floor is very unique. Each floor will have two departments in them, left and right departments, including the labs and classrooms. The ground floor has been given entirely for the first year academics and first year classes. We also have the principal's room, the joint secretary and dean academics room. We have the office onto the right, as well as the PRO room and the placement department in the ground floor. We also have an elevator running to the third floor of the premises, which is accessible to staff members and students with the second and third floor of the college. Ground floor houses the principal's chamber, dean academics chamber, as well as the office, placement department, and the PRO department. The principal's room, graph, and then we have
beginning in the request and Krishna Vandana, ಮಧ್ಯ ಮೂಲದಿಂದ ನಾಳೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಒಂದು ಜನರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಲೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಅವ್ರ ಫ್ಯಾಕಲ್ಟಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಗಲೇ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದನ್ನ ಚಿಂತೆ ಸಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ನೋಡಿ
have the records maintained. You do have the documents related to admissions and finances being maintained here. The best part about our accounts department is we don't entertain cash transactions. We always go with the UPI transactions or the cashless modes of payment among students to pay the fees and other relevant documents or any other payment that needs to be furnished. So next to the office on the ground floor, we have the NSS office. And this NSS office is again being headed by an NSS officer. So all activities related to NSS is being carried out from the NSS department. So on to the east end of the building on the ground floor, we have the chemistry department. On to the west end, we have the physics department. We have classes as well. So you can get 1 point or part that. This is the chemistry lab. The lab would be relevant to first year students studying engineering, and all the equipments related to university requirements are available, and all experiments prescribed in the syllabus will be carried out in this particular lab. On the west end of the building, we have on the ground floor, six wing, where classrooms related to the building cycle and the physics lab are available. We also have an examination section where there's a strong room inside. Subjects where the question papers have to be printed. It gets printed in this particular room. That's the strong room where the question papers printing will take place. Here. So, apart from me, this is the strong room where the video question papers will be printed. So, each corridor, it has two separate drinking water facilities where RO purified water will be given, dispensed through these basins, and we also have these fire extinguishers available at each floor. All safety measures related to the fire are being taken care at the college. We have mathematics department staff to the ground floor, and also three instruments pertaining to physics, cycle, and this is the physics lab, where again being utilized for first year students, and then work related to the syllabus prescribed by the university. The HOD's cabin as well as the faculty's cabin are located inside the lab. The entire lab and cabin constitutes the physics department. So the physics wing corridor on the ground floor, we have an auditorium with a capacity of 250 students seating. The auditorium is also AC inbuilt so that the temperature is also regulated, and it is made with the acoustics as well. The auditorium has been named after the wing commander Abhinandan Vartaman, and all technical dots, guest lectures, whenever the strength is more, we try to accommodate in the auditorium.
Anything that is these model units to be public. Then anyone of you fail. Yes. Do you think change is good or bad? No. What do you think? Fail. Being a failure is good or bad? Good. Why was it bad? Failure is good or bad? I can tell you. Yes. Why it is good? Yes. To learn from mistake. So,
Moving on from the ground floor to the first floor. The first floor has two departments, engineering departments, along with the library. The library, there are two floors. The library from first floor only has the borrowing section. The library part in the adjacent floor above It has the availability of reference books for the students to read. So this is the library. The library again, we have a very unique way of running the library. Students, they are provided with book banks. These book banks are a set of books pertaining to the subjects of their particular semester. The students are allowed to keep all the books that has been given through the book bank for the entire semester. Along with the book bank, if the students are interested, they can actually go through the borrowing section, borrow books for 15 days, and they can renew it for further use. We do have books from all departments. We have close to 10,000 volumes, 1,500, close to 1,500 titles. We also have print journals of 15 number. We have e-journals closing to 7,500. E-books, we have close to 26,000. We also have multimedia available close to 450. So we also have these magazines, newspaper, 8 newspapers daily would be provided for the students to go through. So we have users from all the departments of UG and PG utilizing the available facilities. This space is entirely for books related to borrowing. The second floor has the study space along with the reference books that the students can refer to. The reference books will not be allowed to borrow. They can only be referred in the library. And those reference books are also of all the departments. They are not limited to one or two particular departments. So we have seating capacity of close to 50, 60 students in the reference section. We can accommodate more tables, but depending upon the interest of the students who utilize the reference section, we have planned to implement more. The reference books would be in the referential block. If students require a particular book, they need to get the assistance of librarian to get the book to refer and give it back to the library for usage further. That we encourage our students to get involved in sports. It's not only study that we want to make our students involved in. So we all have a taking table at each floor. The students break times are after the conclusion of the classes. On the east end of the first floor, we have the electronics and communication department. This electronics and communication department with an intake of 60,000 the class for all the 3 years together. And also the labs pertaining to electronics department are available on the same floor. This is the microcontroller lab. And then the digital electronics lab and the microcontroller lab. Have server of the institute is placed on the first floor, right beside the Department of Mechanical Engineering. So, opposite to the library, we have the Department of Humanities, where lecturers from Kannada and English. What is the best kind of people have Department of Mechanical Engineering? Department of Mechanical Engineering, some of the labs are available on the same floor. The labs related to machine shop and fluid mechanics, they are housed in the adjacent building. The college also emphasizes on medicinal plants. We have plenty of medicinal plants on site. In some of the medicinal plants are also placed in the mechanical engineering department. We have again on each floor we have a drinking water facility as well as the fire extinguisher pipes. So we have the metrology and measurement lab in the mechanical department. Onto the right, we have the design lab and 3 classrooms for 3 years of study. The first year student will always be in the ground floor. We also have the heat transfer lab onto the right side. And along with that, very similar to how the electronics and communication department had. At the end of the corridor, we have the mechanical engineering computer lab. So these computers again, they are equipped with the latest softwares relevant to mechanical engineering and 16 numbers. Right next to the computer lab, again we have the department staff room. The department staff room has the chambers of all the staffs as well as the HOD's cabin. The HOD's cabin, very similar to other departments. We have a meeting table as well as a staff washroom. So on the west end of the building, we have the rank facility available. On the east end, we have the stairs as well as in the center, we have the stairs for the students. We have an escalator as well. Apart from that, this ramp, which is closer to mechanical engineering department and civil engineering department, which is right above the mechanical department. This ramp would allow people with physical disability or the problem with climbing stairs to access. Elevators are available again for that, but in case of unavailability of the elevator due to power cut or due to excess number of people using the elevator, these ramps are always available for the people with disability to access. The civil engineering department, like mechanical engineering department, a very poor department, and we have not seen the drop in the admissions or the interest of the students taking up courses with us. So both these departments have been able to put up good numbers in terms of admissions in the recent times. The civil department has a computer lab of its own on the end of the corridor. This is the west end of the building, and this is the computer lab of the computer science department. Sorry, the computer lab of civil engineering department. To have a projection provision, there are projector with a screen, and there are close to 70 systems available for the students to access with all the relevant softwares of civil engineering department. On each corridor, at the end, closer to the computer lab, we have the fire extinguishers. Apart from the fire extinguishing pipes that we have closer to the drinking water facilities. Next to the computer lab, we have the department staff room. The department staff room is very similar in design to the other department staff rooms. This staff room will have the provision for the staffs to access the chamber with all the files and relevant tables, along with the HOD's cabin. There is a washroom, staff washroom available as well. Also has three bathrooms along with the respective labs. We have a project lab for civil engineering department where the internships or software training happens. Along with that, they have a very unique way of making students learn all the relevant information of bricks, the beams, everything has been incorporated during construction. So that the students are practically made aware of the types of bricks as well as the soil that they are facing. The end of, I would say, the beginning of the corridor, we have the geology lab as well. We have the environmental engineering lab. Again, just like mechanical engineering department, few of the labs are housed outside the department, where the building next to the main campus building is where their concrete lab, BMT labs are available. And we also have the drinking water facility at the civil engineering department. This floor on the second, we have both civil engineering department and the computer science department. There is a second staff room available as well for the civil engineering department. It is on to the higher right. Also, a digital display notice board. Whenever there are information that needs to be notified to the students, will be, and we also have the rank list of students who are selected rank at the university. So the second floor, which also houses the computer science department, the computer science department has three labs, one in the ground floor, the second one at the staff, next to the staff room, the third one is right here, next to the elevator, the another physical lab, A2D lab, as it is called. The computer science department being the very prime department now in terms of student interest. There are plenty of information also displayed to make students aware of the technical things as well as motivate them to pursue greater heights in their life. The corridor also has plenty of information related to gadgets and its evolution of the period of time. The students will be made aware of the different technical aspects that they are going to learn and how it was in the previous years and how it has been evolving to the recent times. We also have the fire extinguishing pipe. The computer science department has three classrooms relevant to the computer science department as well as two classrooms related to A and ML, which is a new branch that we just opened up. So at the end of the computer department, we have the computer lab available for the students. The IoT lab being taken care by the computer science department. The students are being trained on technology related to IoT and its implementation. This IoT lab at the computer science department is more of a tinkering lab for the students. They can come here, work out, and create some minor projects, major projects. We also have the capacity of a 3D printer here and make. Students can utilize this 3D printer to create some of the small parts that are required for their projects. Even it could be major parts if they want, they can get it done as well. The material to an extent will be provided from the college. Any particular material which is student of the projects, that filament material students have to bring from their own. Again, on the second floor, east end, we have at the termination of the corridor, the computer lab, as well as the staff room. And just like in the other departments, at the end of the corridor, we have the washrooms available for the students to use. This is the staff room of the computer science department. So the department library of computer science department is also available with the departments. And as I told you, on the east end, we have the stairs for the students to access while climbing. The next floor, which is the third, it has the AI and ML department as well as the MBA department and with the MCA. So the first department when we climb the stairs is the AI and ML department as well as the computer lab of the MCA department. This is the computer lab of MCA department which has around 120 systems capability. This is again at the end. And we also have the staff room of A and ML department. The staff as well as the recruiters cabin is housed. On the third floor, we have one classroom for A and ML. Two classrooms are in the lower floor. The second year and the first year MCA classrooms are also available in the third floor. We also have the MCA department staff room in the third floor. The MCA staff room along with the HOD's cabin. The third floor also has a girls' common room. The common room will be available for students to utilize for their discussions or any other group activities that they want to. In terms of the annual fest, if they want to practice the dances or skits, the common rooms are available for it. We also have the artificial intelligence and data science department available on the third floor, along with their respective classrooms. The staff room of A and DS department is right next to the elevator. This staff room again, it has both the cubicles for taps along with the HOD's cabin. The adjacent department to artificial intelligence and data science is the MBA department. We have two PG courses running, MCA and MBA. The MBA department is again constitutes the HOD's cabin, the staff room. Before entering the MBA department, we have the computer science department, computer science lab of A and DS department. So this computer lab is again equipped with all the relevant softwares that the students should have for their learning. So right next to the MBA department, right next to the A and DS department, the MBA department is available. The MBA department, along with the classrooms, we also have the washroom facilities available. We have the drinking water facility as well in each floor. So this floor also has the drinking water facility. We also have the girls' common room. We have the staff room and the classrooms. Since the PG course is only of 2 years, we have two respective classrooms for year 1 and year 2. And along with that, we have an AV room. This is the classroom for the student first year and the second year. And a department library for MBA. Also, there's a separate audio video room for MBA students to increase their presentation skills. A projector is available as well as a TV where students will be shown the motivational videos as well as any relevant movies that are apt for MBA students to take up as case studies during this study. At the end of the MBA department corridor, we have the yoga room, which also houses the gymnasium of our college. So this gym is available for students to access after the college working hours. And any yoga sessions that we conduct for the students will be carried out here.